Hey, what is going on, everyone? It is Alpha Thelema here, and this is my second upload to the channel. And for this video, I'm bringing you a 31-0 gameplay that I played on Outskirts just earlier today. I hopped on World at War as soon as I finished my morning jog earlier, and I do hope you enjoy this gameplay. If you haven't seen my first video, I'll put a link to that in the description. But for this video, I'm not going to be talking about the gameplay. I'm going to be talking to you about my COD history, where it all started, and what I'm kind of looking to do now, because I didn't really get to touch on that as much as I would have liked in my channel introduction. So, I started playing Call of Duty when World at War came out. I was probably 10 or 11 years old, and I actually, you always hear these stories about how everyone starts out bad, and how only some get really good and some, the rest sort of don't. Well, in my case, that wasn't how it went at all. I was picking up the game really fast when I got it. When I started, I had about a .80 KD, and a couple months into the game, I just started winning a lot of my gunfights, and I started getting invites to play with some of the top players for the game mode headquarters, because I was playing a lot of headquarters, and I liked it because it was a really intense game mode where people didn't camp. Everybody would be running for the HQ, and I just felt that was the game mode that was most purely dependent upon your gun ability, your gun skill, your ability to win gunfights, to drop shot, to jump shot, to snake, and all those other fun things that went on there. So I started improving very rapidly. I brought my KD up from a .80, probably like a .83 or so, and brought it up to a 2.98. Just a few months of playing it. As a 10 or 11 year old, I did that. And, as a 10 year old, 11 year old, I play now, and I mute anyone who sounds, 13 or younger, just because, I'm not trying to insult any of my 13-year-old viewers here. I'm not grouping you all together or anything like that. But, generally speaking, the young kids who play this game just tend to be super, super annoying. And that's exactly how I was too, so I can't really judge there either. But I remember when I played this game, I would always go for these 100-kill gameplays with my friends. We would hop on Dome or Courtyard and go for 100 kills games, and it was definitely my favorite thing to do. And as I got better and better at the game, I actually started playing more and more. I would come home from school, get off the bus at about 2 o'clock and just play till midnight. And there were days where I played as late as 3:30 in the morning sometimes. That's just how addicted that I was to it. And from there, of course, my grades started to kind of slag off, and my mom, being someone, and rightfully so, who wants her kid to do well in school, ended up taking my Xbox away when Modern Warfare 2 came out. She did it like the worst timing possible, and you guys are probably going to be mad at me for this, but I committed the ultimate sin in Call of Duty. I have never played Modern Warfare 2. I want to. I've never played it as of yet, and hopefully someday on my channel I'll be able to. I had my Xbox taken away right at that moment. So for all of you out there, make sure, if you're in school, that you're getting good grades, that you're going your hardest, and you could enjoy video games and get good grades, get good grades too. You don't gotta just do one or the other. You can do both. So I learned my lesson from that. Believe me, because I just missed it so much. I loved playing Call of Duty, and it just had it ripped away from me like that. It was horrible. Luckily, I did end up getting back on Black Ops 1 though, because started to improve my grades, got them all up to A+, just to show my mom that I could get good grades and that I could also be trusted to play Call of Duty. And from there on, I ended up keeping my grades A+ averages all the way up until I finished high school. So on Black Ops 1, I grinded that game, and even though I hadn't played Call of Duty for a year, I hopped on there and I had a 307 KD on that game. Also got a lot of 100 kill gameplays, had a ton of fun, and joined a couple really good headquarters teams on there. And the headquarter community was pretty big on World at War and Black Ops. There were a lot of clan matches. There were probably about 20 different headquarters teams that all had really high KDs and win-losses. They played pub together all the times, but we would also run into each other in lobbies and play these wicked fun 6v6 matches. It's kind of our own competitive in a way, the GB of the HQ community, just HQ players. And so that was always very fun. But yeah, so Black Ops 1, I joined a team called Flow O, and my gamer tag was Flow O Nitro. That clan ended up breaking up before the end of Black Ops, so on Modern Warfare 3, I had to find a new team to play with. I still wanted to play clan matches, so I joined a team called SK, Sacred Kings. They were a headquarters team that had been around since World at War also. And the point that I'm trying to basically drive across here is that through all these Call of Duties, these 3 Call of Duties, I only played headquarters and played pub matches. I didn't know anything else. I wasn't aware of what trick shotting is, sniping clips, anything of that, and I'm really ashamed of it because this was a time when I had all the free time in the world. When I didn't have to work, and I could go for clips, and I know that I would have been good enough to been able to get really good clips. So that's bringing us full circle here, right to where I wanted to get to. The comeback was going to be inevitable, right? Because I stopped playing after Modern Warfare 3. That was actually due to economic factors here. I didn't have the money, basically. My mom didn't have the money to pay for Xbox Live, internet, and all these things. And so I just focused on school. That was fine. But all these years passed. I never played Ghosts. I never played Advanced Warfare. I never played any of the Call of Duties between Modern Warfare 3 and the one that I just started playing recently, Modern Warfare Remastered. So I've only played 4 Call of Duty games up until this point, and I've been really good at 3 of them. And although I'm not the best, I'm alright at the one I'm playing now. But I am ultra rusty, and I know that I'll be able to shake the rust off, obviously. That's something that comes with time. Gun skill is a skill, and it can be relearned. And once you've had it, you don't really lose it. So I decided to come back to Call of Duty. I want to focus on trick shotting though, and I want to focus on sniping clips. These are the things that I want to divert my attention to, because that's, I started watching the FaZe channel videos in August of 2015, and I went through their trick shots, montages, clips, and I thought they're the coolest things in the world. And it was at that moment that, after these, 5-6 years of not playing Call of Duty, I said, I'm definitely going to start playing Call of Duty once I'm done with school. It's definitely going to happen. And like I said, since I didn't have the economic resources to actually do it, which is actually quite sad. But, so when I was done with school, I got my very first 2 jobs, minimum wage here. And I got them in early and mid-2016, Dollar Tree and Walmart. And I was working both of those jobs at the same time, and then I acquired my 3rd job. I'm sorry, it was Dollar Tree and Walmart were my the first 2 jobs that I got. I got Dollar Tree in early 2016, Walmart in mid-2016, and then I also started working at Dunkin' Donuts as well in late 2016. And I started saving a whole bunch of money just so that I could be able to start doing this again. And I actually quit all 3 of them just recently. It's not that I don't like customer service. I love working with people, but the hours are just absolutely terrible, and the transportation just makes it totally not even worth the traveling. And plus, I found something better. I'm actually doing temp agency now, and it's actually a factory downtown. There's a couple different ones that I go to, and they'll give you a text whenever they have work available, and I like it because it's not something that you're forced. You can just go on the whim when you're ready to work. So, I'm a hard worker, I can work, but at the same time, I saved up all this money. I want to take a break and enjoy life, enjoy the moment, right? I don't need all this, I don't need an incredible amount of money to be happy. I'm very conservative about my money. I don't waste it on trash and garbage, anything like that. I'm very resourceful in that regard. But see, I'm doing temp agency, so that's where I get my income. I don't want you to think I'm some kind of lazy kid just feeding off the productivity of his mom. Because, my mom actually works 64-hour weeks, so I'm obviously very grateful that she does that. I wouldn't be afforded any of the opportunities I've had without her doing that. So yeah, guys, this is my first commentary. I hope that you did enjoy it. I thought I got a lot of cool kills in here. I got some pretty good ones with the PTSD at the end. And
I'm still rusty at the moment.
But there we go. I just got my 2 sniping kills at the end to finish the game. 31-0 on Outskirts. I will be playing. I will be getting better. I'll be grinding. And thank you very much for watching this video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Have a good one, everybody.